Hi, everyone. This is Kate Byars, founder of Corporate Unleashed, and I'm super excited. We have an amazing client here with us today to share some of her story, what brought her here to Corporate Unleashed, and what some takeaways and results are for her. Ariana is with us. Ariana has been an orthopedic surgeon for 20 years. She has stepped into a phenomenal new role as an entrepreneur and a business owner, and she has this complete new runway in front of her. And I'm excited to share with you today. I think you guys will all be inspired. Ariana, thank you so much for being here. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Cool. So let's just start with, I think where you've ended up. It's always good to hear, like, what's the result? Like, what is life like today where you can actually say this, and this is sort of like where I'm at as compared to where I was a couple months ago?
Yeah, so really, I think I have quite a bit more clarity on what's important, how to judge what's important, and what do I use as a guidepost to move forward and say, yes, this is important to me. No, that's not important to me. Oh, that seems interesting, but that isn't what's going to get me to where I want to be.
Yeah.
So that's been really important. I think I have confirmation of what I'm doing is working, and that I've had clarity as to where to go, and then direction has been the biggest thing that I've gained going forward.
Awesome. So how does that compare then to where you were before? Like, were you second guessing yourself? Were you thinking maybe I'm doing the wrong thing in my career? Like and then I guess how was that impacting you and just your happiness,
Yeah. So I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off, pulled in like 1,000 different directions, feeling like I could not get any one thing done or completed or done well. And I just was feeling really burnt out. And I had previously gone through this whole experience where I was actually burnt out as a physician, and I quit my job. I walked out of my job, and I had a lot of like introspection as to what to do. And did I want to give up being a physician? How do I get out of this place where I am? And I did a lot of really good soul searching, and I did come to this conclusion that it is that there was a way forward in business, in medicine, and I created my own business, and so that's been really exciting. However, I kind of fell back into this trap of just working, and when it wasn't working, I just worked more. To put more energy in and somehow get a different result. And that's where I found you guys. And so I was putting a big strain on my marriage. It was a financial issue because I bought a building, and I put a lot of financial investment in as well. So that was kind of quite a big strain. And then the other part is that I realized, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm right back where I started. I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling burnout. I'm feeling like, what did I just do? Did I just plunge myself into another frying pan? I'm not sure.
Yes. No, and I can relate because as, a business owner myself, and I think there's a real fallacy out there, like, oh, if you own your own company, you just come and go as you please, and it's just so easy. And I think as high achieving women, we think like, oh, I got this. In a year, I'll just be sitting back and I'll have this team of people that, and it's not quite that clear cut.
Yeah.
Right.
True story.
Right. And then meanwhile, if you've got these habits as a high achiever to just keep your nose to the grindstone and work, like you said, then our spouses are like, hey, wasn't this supposed to be like better?
Right.
Where's the better? What else did you try? Because it sounds like obviously in one aspect of your career, you had burned out. And so then you were trying this new thing to do this other thing that you felt would be really fulfilling. Was there anything else you tried to sort of curb the all work, no play, Jane's a dull girl type of thing going on?
Yeah. So like I was alluding to, I walked out of my office with no intention of coming back. I quit. I just quit. And my office said, listen, maybe we can work something out. And it was all of my employees that were so great and so gracious and said, oh my gosh, no, you can't quit. How about you work part-time? And so I went part-time, which was really difficult to do, but I was like, you know what? I'm willing. That sounds amazing. That schedule you set out for me is fantastic. Fine. I'll give it a whirl. I'm probably gonna, be broke and go down the tubes and whatever, but it sounds okay. And so I actually did that for a while. So I did part-time. Well, I mean, by part-time, I mean 40 hours a week part-time.
Right.
I did part-time work for probably 9 months. And it was good. It gave me that breathing space to try to figure out like what the heck is going on, but it didn't solve the problem.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. It was just that breathing space. But then there was that, what was it for you? Just it wasn't fulfilling enough?
Yeah. Well, right. It was kind of blah, I was like, I kept having that, like, what am I doing? What am I affecting? Am I actually growing? Am I actually making changes? Am I actually helping people? What the heck am I doing? I felt still like I was on this treadmill or this, the hamster wheel. It was just a slower hamster wheel.
Right. Okay, cool. So how are things different now? Because now you've realized, you've gotten the clarity that, wait a minute, starting my own company is where I'm supposed to be. This is my destiny. This is the right decision. How is it different for you now? In other words, are you because you and I are both big autonomy girls, like, give us our freedom. Like, are you finding more freedom in that decision? Are you finding more freedom to do some of the things in your life, like whether it's spending time with family or whatever? How is it? Yeah, I guess, how are things changed beyond the clarity?
Yeah. So I think, it's been amazing because I didn't realize, and I'm in healthcare, like I feel like I should have maybe had some inkling that there are 7 needs that you're always trying to meet, but I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it in the way like it made sense. I was like, oh, is that what I'm doing? Great, perfect. That's clear now. But I think that it gives me permission to do things for myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you know what? I got to meet my needs. I got to get this done. I got to get this done. These are my core values. This is what I have to do for my health, for my longevity, for my well-being, so I can show up as my best self for my family, for my work, for my friends, and for just in general. If I'm not meeting my needs, I don't show up as my best self. I show up as this person that's not my ideal self. And I'm like, oh, that's a bummer. I probably need to do some more work for me, which is amazing. It's like, oh my gosh, if I focus on me, it actually benefits everybody, including me.
Yes. Yeah. And I remember one of those pivotal things that we were working on, like, is that whole idea that it doesn't have to be all or nothing. Like, even if it's our workout, right? It doesn't have to be a 1 hour training for a triathlon every day type of thing to get your needs met. It could be a 20-minute, walk, or it could be something else, which seems so obvious, but until you break that pattern, it's like,
that was a really cool epiphany. It was like, oh, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. I can just do a little bit and it's okay.
Right.
And it's actually better than okay because I did it.
Right. Yeah. And I feel okay. And I'm more emotionally happy because I did this and all this. I'm curious, Ariana, how did you find us? Was it like a social media post, or was it something like that?
It was on Facebook. And I was like, well, I'm a high achieving woman. This is probably for me. And so it was the little like webinar or something. And I was like, oh, nice. I like this. This is great. Sure, I'll book a call, whatever. And so then I booked the call, and it was really interesting, and it was really helpful to just clarify, like, yeah, you need it. So yeah, that's how I got into.
Do you remember how long it was before you first saw, like, were you tracking us for months and months, or was it pretty much like, no. I did it?
Yeah, so I was like, oh, this looks great. I'll go to the webinar today. Perfect. And it was actually really easy because it wasn't like, it was obviously pre-recorded, but it didn't matter because you're like, Oh, it's starting in 15 minutes. Done. Click. Oh, this is great. I can like listen to it while I'm, hanging out, cooking dinner, whatever. But then it was really resonating with me. I was like, book this free call. Easy, done. It was a lot of easy buttons along the way to make it not difficult. Because anytime that I find like it's hard or you got to do more than one step, I'm like, this is too hard. I'm not going to do this. I don't have time for this. It's obviously not that important.
Right. As less friction. So I love it. So you were just decisive and jumped right in. Anything that happened right away for you when you first started working with us, or something that was like an aha moment where you were like, oh, okay, this is different. This is new. Was it the needs?
I think it was the need, like understanding like, is that, and I think the thing that really caught me was like, are you autonomy based or are you security based? I was like, is that why me and my husband have so much friction? It's so clear. Yeah. Like I just didn't know that. And without knowing it, it's really hard to realize that there's patterns and that there's all these things. I'm like, he's just lost his mind. But turns out he has different values and different needs that need to be met. And so that's helped to have more empathy. Like he's not just being crazy. This is a way that he's trying to meet his needs, and maybe I can even help him a little bit. Be more gracious.
Yes.
Which, sometimes is hard.
It is hard. And I think it softens up, I don't know about for you, but for me, it softened up my alpha gal in the marriage. You know what I mean? It was like, whoa, Kate, it was like be able to see things more from his perspective once you understand the behavior behind the lens. It was like,
that was super interesting and helpful. I was like, oh, geez. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna back off a little bit on that.
Right, poor guy. Yeah. Any big takeaways that you would share with someone else out there? I'm sure there's other female surgeons, female leaders, female business owners, who watch these and are going, hey, this sounds like me too. But any takeaways or advice that you would give?
Yeah. So I think number one is that we all have needs, and the more effectively that we meet our own needs, the more effectively we can show up and be really a more authentic self, closer to your ideal self. I think is the biggest takeaway. But ultimately, the other thing that I really, really gained from this is that using your core values as your guidepost to make those hard decisions. And I think you even said one time, it's not hard once you know what your values are. It might be painful or difficult, but it's not hard. You don't have to wonder what the decision is. Once you know what you truly value and what's important to you and how best to show up, it's easy to make those decisions, even if they don't feel that great or they're hard to make. They're not difficult.
Yeah. Well, that is such a beautiful way to wrap what you first started with, Ariana, because you started the call or the interview saying clarity, right? Clarity is so essential, right? And that's what you're saying here at the end, which is those core values give you clarity. Yes. Now I know how to make decisions. Now I know how to navigate all this. It's very clear to me what's going to get me the best result for my life that's authentic to me. And that's all that matters.
Right.
That is so awesome. That is so awesome. I love it. Thank you so much. It has been such a privilege to work with you. We've totally loved having you in our community, and thanks for sharing too. Again, these interviews mean a lot. It's going to touch and impact someone else's life, and so I appreciate you, making the time because I know you're hyper busy. So I appreciate it so much, Ariana.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to moving forward in flow. It's gonna be great.
I love it. All right, cool. Thanks so much.
All right, thanks.